I've seen these mad people called Yogis. They even put atropine in their eyes to dilate their pupil because said that your eyes must be dilated. They cut out their tongues, push it back. You see, there was one in America, used to cut out the tongue of the people. They used to wag their tongues. Even there are now today people affected by this great guru whose tongues are still wagging like this, and they used to put back their tongues. Do you mean to say by doing all these tricks you are going to raise the Kundalini? Some hold that thing. There's nothing to be done. It is spontaneous. It is effortless. It is in the loving care of God. Why do you want to break your necks for nothing at all? What is the need? I first used to think like children, you see, when they want to impress their mother for something, they do these tantrums, you see, just to attract the attention to mother. But now I think they are very serious about it. It's most surprising. We're going to that extent, you see. It spoils your chakras. It spoils your position in Sahaja Yoga as a good Sahaja Yogi and a bad Sahaja Yogi. A Sahaja Yogi who gets it quick, stationed himself there and mastered it, is a person who goes very fast, and a person who has ruined his chakras requires attention. One has to take a lot of trouble to improve them, to care for them. So all these ideas can be only clarified when you get your realization. Alright?
Yes, thank you. Does the Bhagavad Gita or the 8 limbs of Patanjali help?
What is it? Bhagavad Gita and?
And the 8 limbs of Patanjali help?
8, no. Because unless and until you are realized, I'm saying, supposing now, it is like this, before starting your car, if you move it right and left, and then start the car, will it help to come to Birmingham? It is wasteful, first of all, and it might have already broken your wheels. Oh, but nothing to worry. I mean, I must say, nothing to worry about. All right?
Okay.
May God bless you. May God. See, I don't blame anyone or don't feel bad, because after all you are seekers, you know. You are seekers. How are you to know? You are all seekers. How are you to know? These people write so many books. It's easy to write any book, isn't it, these days? What is that? If you have money, you can write anything. You can publish anything. Whatever you want to write. What does it take to write? Only I am the person who has not written anything so far. There are people writing about me or about Sahaja Yoga. It's different problem. I have not written anything so far. Christ has not written anything. Sri Krishna never wrote anything. Rama never wrote anything. But I'll have to write, I think. I wrote something and people said it goes over our head, mother, because as soon as we read it, we become thoughtless. Now what to do? All right. What's the next question, please? It's a very good question. What's the next question? 5 minutes more. Yes.
Could we ask a question to God when we get connected with Him?
Could we?
Can you ask a question of God when you get connected?
No.
Yes.
Can you ask questions to God when you are connected?
Of course. Now I say, because you are connected. So you put your hands towards God and say, is there God? If you ask such a question, tremendous vibrations will fall. You, not only that, but you want to ask, say about your own father. How is he? Supposing he is not here, you will get a burning somewhere here. These are his centers. Immediately you will know which center he is catching, and if you know the decoding, immediately you will know what's the problem he has got. You will know about everyone like that. Not only about God, about yourself and about others. That is what it is, the becoming of the collective consciousness, that you become a universal being.
able to see the God as I am able to see you.
It's not seeing the God, is not the point today. Because seeing is, in any case, is not being. You see my difference? Now you are, what's your name please?
Bipin.
Bipin. Now you are Mr. Bipin. Can you see yourself, Mr. Bipin? Now when you have become Mr. Bipin, you can't see. When you become part and parcel of God, you can't see anything. But you can act. Seeing is being separated.
So you mean to say you become one with the God?
Yes, that's the point. You become one with the God, with the primordial being. You become his power. Or you become his instruments. You see, one should not go into dogmas, because you see, on that there might be a quarrel already existing, whether you become his instrument or he becomes your instrument, and all that, you see. So I don't want to fall into that trap. But what I would say, that you start feeling the power. Let's put it down, you become the spirit. That's why, Buddha never talked of God. He said, better not talk of God, because then other questions will start. Better tell them you become your spirit, finished. First let them become spirit, then we'll talk further. Any other question, please?
And do you see spirits? Can you see spirits?
What is it? Spirits. Now why do you want to see?
No, I'm just asking.
They exist, no doubt, but we have nothing to do with them. They are past, they are finished, they are gone. What are we to bother about them? Of course, they are there, what to do? They are very troublesome people. We have had lots of problems from them. All these gurus are using them, it's all done. It's there.
There are, what do you call?
Good spirits.
Yes.
No, we should have nothing to do with them. Because now you are a person who lives in the present. Good or bad, we have nothing to do with them. How do you know who is good, who is bad? Once you allow a good man to come in, a bad man may walk in. How will you know? So better have none of them coming to you. Better be alone about those. Gradually you'll know about all of them, and you'll be amazed how you know to keep away from these people.
What is Kundalini?
They didn't tell you?
What is
What
Kundalini?
will? You didn't tell.
We mentioned it, we explained it, but you tell it in.
What's it?
It is some sort of energy.
Yes, it is. It is energy. It is the energy of our desire, which is not yet manifested. And which is that desire which is not yet manifested within us? Is the desire to become the divine. Once this energy is manifested, that's why it is called as residue, then this desire is manifested.
You have to create and imagining this energy and build and grow it as you think ahead.
You have to create and imagine this energy.
No. It exists. It's there. Nothing is imaginary, nothing is to be done by you. It's all there, just like a prelude in a seed. It exists there. You don't have to, there's nothing, imaginary things, nothing. It's really there. You can see the pulsation. You can see it pulsating. You can see it rising. You can feel the pulsation on top of your head. You can see the breaking of this. You can see the cool breeze coming out of your head, the real baptism taking place. It's all there. It's all there. It's no imagination needed at all. It's not thinking. By thinking you don't do it. If you think, say, about a seed, that I imagine now this seed will sprout. Will it sprout? No. It has to sprout. In the same way, it has to happen. It's a living process.
When we realise we have a desire for self-realisation, we don't readily grasp it. If we have a quiet faith and trust, will it gradually come to us?
If we have the desire, we don't recognize it, will it gradually come to us anyway?
Yeah, good. But that desire is only manifested by Kundalini awakening. That desire is there, of course, in the unconscious it is there, gradually it becomes a very conscious desire, then you seek it, you run for it, but it is only manifested when the Kundalini rises and breaks your fontanelle bone area. That's it.
But how does one actually stimulate?
What stimulates?
How does one stimulate this energy?
It just gets stimulated. It is there. I think something special about me. And then you become the same special being. You can do it too. It's question, as I told you, a light enlightens another light. All right? In the same way.
I'm sorry, I'm a little bit confused. Speaking of Hatha Yoga, which is more of physical type of yoga, yes? You spoke of Raj Yoga, which is more of a mental type of yoga, yes? Could you tell me the process of this type of yoga?
You spoke of, he says, you spoke of Hatha Yoga as being physical yoga, Raja Yoga as being mental yoga. Could you talk about the process of this yoga?
No, I'm not saying that is physical. We are using it for a physical purpose. It is not physical, nor it is mental, this Raj Yoga is. All these things are the part and parcel in this Raj Yoga, which is a spontaneous happening. In this Kundalini, which is the residual force within us, the desired force within us, unwinds itself, and few threads of this start rising as pulsation. You can see it, also the rising. She moves up, gradually enlightening these centers and opens up the last center, the seventh center here, by which the spirit, which is actually seated in your heart, gets enlightened, because the seat of the spirit is on top of your head. All right? No questions? All right. So now I think we should have it. What do you say? Better have it. All right. Just put your hands like this.